Okay, hello guys. Today we're going to talk about Excel. In Excel, we're talking about insert tab, so which is part of ribbon. So in ribbon, we have file, home, insert, page layout, formulas, data, review, and view. So in each tab, like as if you say home tab or insert tab, in each tab we have subtabs like tables, illustration. They are all subtabs. So in insert tab we have tables, illustration, add-ins, charts, sparklines, filters, links, text, and symbols. So in tables we have a normal table and a pivot table. So let me just go over the normal table first. So I just created a table. Well, you could also pivot table your table. So you select your table and you pivot it, so you build like a report or choose fields. So I'll just say field list, and you could select which columns you want to do it. So I'm going to do it all columns, and it's just like you write numbers and you get a grand total. So that's the point of pivot table. So it just makes it more easier in just one base rather than showing everything else. And you could also use some recommended pivot tables. It's just automatic, it's just built in. You could just use them after you create your own table, of course. And illustrations, or you could take pictures from your computer and put it on Excel, or you could take pictures from online and put it on Excel. So I seriously don't have pictures in my computer, so I'm just going to do it online. You're going to use it from OneDrive or Bing Image Search. I'm just going to say basketball. Let's go with that one. Okay, so I just added a picture to my Excel. So you use online pictures or pictures, either way. Use this to add any picture you want to Excel. And here is shapes. So you have multiple shapes, complex shapes, everything you possibly could expect. You want equation shapes, normal rectangles, and also you can use recently used by the computer. Your basic shapes. Let me just type on one thing. It's text box is also a shape according to insert. And you also have smart art. So this is more complex and more like hierarchy and like tables. When you want to create more complex tables, you use this. You could also, and all these are built-ins. You could also download some. It's all up to your choice. And you could also get some from available windows like screenshots and images. Or you could take a quick picture by pressing the screen clipping. And the third one is add-ins. Add-ins is how you add some applications to your Excel and use those to apply something into your Excel. So here's store, my apps, Bing Maps, and People Graph. So these two are built in. So you could just go to my apps and download whatever app you get, like Wikipedia. You could just download it if you want. Well, these are already downloaded from the store, so these are called my apps specifically. So of course, if I want something about math, let's just say I need a definition for equation. So when I put that equation, it's gonna give me every information on Wikipedia. You could also search for images alone, or you could do it for references if you want to refer like citations and stuff like that. So that's the point of add-ins. So you could add a particular application to your Excel and to apply it to, so you could use it like a dictionary. That is add-in. Okay, the next one is charts. So in charts we have recommended charts. It's kind of like a multiple charts. So here's recommended charts. For example, if I create a table, well, right now I didn't, but say I create a table, press OK. Let me just put some numbers: 6, 1, 2, 5, 7, 4, 3, 5, 7, 8, 1, 9, 0, 8, 98. Okay, let me just put on these two. 9, 3, 4. Okay, so I created a table right now. So maybe I want to create some charts. So just select on your table. Click recommended charts. Well, it's gonna give you a cluster of charts, and it's up to your choice. Do columns or bar or scatter plots or line graphs, column graphs, bar graphs. And here's more specific options. You have pie chart to choose from, and you have insert line chart, and you also have like a column chart. You can do a 3D chart model. So it also gives you like options. Column 1, if you want to change it, you could also change it by clicking on it. And just, it's all up to you again. You could also just press on this, like that, right click it, and you could also do outlines, and you could assess your chart area how you want it to be. So yeah, that's I mean, that is a chart. That is chart. You also have pivot charts, where you have combo or like a web ones. 2D area, 3D areas, 2D bars, 3D bars, scatter plots, bubble plots. And you also have multiple options to choose from. Okay, and the next one is Sparklines. So in Sparklines we have single line, column, and win and lose. So all these are single cell representation only. So it's only based on a single cell, or any, or actually more like how many cells you want to select to. If I just go over it. 5, 4, 3. Just take this data. Press line. Could also use a location range. And of course, up to here to here. Okay. I think mainly because I don't have anything up there. But yes, so that's the point. These three are like a mini charts that are placed in a single cell. It's more easier base. I don't know why this is not working for me. Just excuse. I see right there 5. So that's a line graph. So that's the point. Again, it's all up to you. It's where you want to place it, but it's just single cell representation. 5 is just single cell representation. And you have links, so it's just kind of a hyperlink. So use it to create a link from your computer. So it's just kind of like a reliable source or something. Here's hyperlinks. So maybe I want my charts and I want this to be my hyperlink. So anybody could access this document. So if I just, maybe if this is one of my online assignments and I submit to my teacher, she could access it by clicking on it, like just this assignment, like a link, because it's a hyperlink, and it's also a very reliable source for one of your bibliographies and things. Well, I forgot to include filters, but filter is how it's like so you have slicer and timeline, so you use these to moderate your tables and your functions and etc. You can also choose your, it says insert slicers, column 4 or column 1, column 2, column 7. So you just, so filters just filter what you're looking for more. It's like it's like, and you also have timelines, and you have text. So in text we have text box and header and footer. So text box, as I showed you in shapes, here's text box. I mean, you could create it wherever you want, and it's just your, that's my name, so that's my text box. You can move it to whenever you want. So in insert we also have text box right here. You can make it as big as you want. You could also add your shapes. You could also add how you want to fill it. You can also add solid lines or gradient lines. So that's the point of text box. So we also have header and footer. A header is on the, it's like a top margins, and footer is normally on the bottom. Could just say title, and that would be my header, my representation of how it looks. So that's header and footer. And we also have word art. So it's just, if I type my name is what, so this is like one of my sentences, and I use, for example, I'm using a word art to describe this line. I could just select what kind of word, like what kind of word art, like what kind of grid I want. I could just use this name. I mean, you can normally type it or also place it, but there it is. My name is what. Well, these are more, used for your titles, and they're also really expressive on how it looks. So that's the point of word art. And you could also add your signature line. Well, normally these are like signed by So normally these signature lines are used in your documents. You could just sign it here, so it's like a signature. And you know, normally in legal documents, they create a document and they add this, so you could just write it in. I mean, add your signature. So these are, I mean, that's one of the useful options in MS Word. Well, you also have objects. So in objects, you could take from every other or earlier Microsoft and add it in. So these are like add-ins, but these are not like an application add-ins. These are just a specific structure. So if I use Microsoft graph chart, it's going to allow me to use a graph chart from previous Microsoft. Right now I'm using Microsoft 2013, but these are like 2007 or lower versions. And these are also very representative of how it looks. But again, I'm just saying it's all about you. It's how you want to present your documents. Well, right now I don't need those. Just delete all of them. Okay, and last but not least, we're going to talk about symbols. So in symbols we have equations and symbol. So equations are there's area of circle or binomial theorem, expansion of sums, Pythagorean theorem. You could just click on it and just type it in. So this is an equation, so you're just going to give you an answer as quick as possible. And or you could also create your own equation by just clicking on that, this equation button, right? Then going using that arrow, and you could type your own equation. And also there are also symbols, like you could also use normal text or Algerian, Arial Black, or you could also use subsets like basic Latin, IP extensions. Well, it also gives you recently used ones. You could also use character codes, how you want your character code to be, or from Unicode or ASCII and multiple symbols. So these are the most general symbols used in normal days, and that's what are given. You also have complex symbols that you never have seen in your life, like these. But again, I'm just gonna quickly go over again everything. So in tables, I showed you how to create a table, and you could also use pivot tables, like a pivot table or recommended pivot tables, like or recommended by them. And you also have illustrations like pictures in online pictures, and add-ins. Some are built in and some you buy it from or added from store. You would also buy it, but mostly are free. If you have MS Word like built in or bought by you, and you also have charts, like how when you create your table, how you want your chart to be represented. You use bar, column charts, bar graphs, web charts, 3D, 2D charts. You also have Sparklines, which are more used to represent in just a single cell. So they're like mini charts. You have line, column, and win and lose. You have filter, which kind of filters your tables and represent which column you want to use. And you have text, like text box, create any text box anywhere you want and however you want. You have header, footer, the bottom and the top, main title structures. You have word art to represent have your title or how you want your bases to look. You also have a signature line, and you also have a object, like taking objects from different MS Word. Well, right now this is MS Word 13, so MS Word 13 and below are used in objects. And in symbols we have equations and symbol. So equations will help you with general formulas that are given in regular life. You could also insert a new equation if you have one, or you could just click on this and type your own equation. And there are also multiple symbols to choose from, complex and normal, regular symbols, and how you want it to look, your special characters. You also have categories to choose from, and just press insert button, and that's it. Thank you for watching the video.